Although, folks, we got not LCS VoD reviews, but LTA and VoD reviews 2025 split one. We've got the last series, Dig versus TL. I did have Kangas with me for the other three. Of course, everything's going to be up on my YouTube. We do stream these live on Twitch, but do these intros for YouTube. Don't have Kangas for this one. He had to go. But shout out to him for joining me earlier. I'll still have his links in the description. Follow him, the newest edition of the LTA Northcast. And as for me, follow me everywhere, CubbyXX, especially on Twitch where I stream these. Let's get into seeing Dig versus TL in a series that I actually thought Surdy had a decent debut. Dig had a few issues, but I had Dig a little bit higher up in the standings than most. I had Dig actually 5th or top of like the 3rd tier. I had TL 2nd, top of the top tier, or 2nd of the top tier. So yeah, should be interesting to see TL get to run it back. They added Swiffer. Spawn still behind the scenes, but Swiffer taking the duties on stage from the looks of things. And yeah, excited to get into this one. Anyway, Kalista first pick. Surprise Kalista got through. Nico was taken away, so you don't get the same pairing. Ivern ban, and then Varus Corki, still a lot of AD presence. No Ambessa. Jace Renata. Sedge Senna. I think it's a really early Renata. Somewhat of force, though, because we have to deny it. Maybe this is why we ended up banning the Nico. To try and make this play, and then have the Draven be the back pocket later on. Because Draven Renata's decent. And Draven, for me, really strong early, suffers from lack of range later on. But if you can get a lead early, able to step up, close the gap, Draven can bring you a lot of control earlier on in the game. So, yeah. Interesting. Definitely was not expecting to see that. No Vino's in. No Akali, no Jace. Is the Kong. A little bit of tank busting here. And then Yone Rumble selected. So, I think Dig's comp actually turned out to be fine in terms of the draft. I have no issues with the draft. I really don't. I think this comp's playable and winnable. And then the Azir last. I think TL's comp is also somewhat fine. The thing about TL is that dual lane's good, but also the lane swap, starting out Rumble, is not bad if they want to go for that, so they can still swap. They got a nice scaling element in Wukong. And I feel like Draven struggles with range and being gated by range, but everything on TL can really help Draven and help enable him. So this is a draft for me where Draven's actually able to function, which I think is a rarity for Draven games. So I thought TL's draft was decent. This is scouted. Surdy. They didn't spot this ward being dropped. Big deal, just given what Dig went for on their own with their formation, trying to make sure their bot side was safe and helping Tomo. To enable a ward to get in, and that was snuck in. Since Surdy gets poked out, which is really well played here by TL. And then, yeah, Surdy, again, as the Rumble, doesn't want to be in this situation, wants his health back. It's like we're getting, I mean, Core snags that too, plus 55, so it's just a disastrous start. I will say, every time that Lyra showed the series, there was kind of a disaster showing, like, whenever Lyra was on the camera. A little unlucky, but it is what it is. So we had Isles come up, help support Surdy against Surdy, going to be starved out in the 1v1, which is going to be tough. So Kalista will be up a little bit. That's okay. But yeah, if this goes well, it's like this is kind of just the doomsday scenario if it goes well. As you know, there shows mid, so they can pretty much guarantee the fact they're going to get these plays off if they want it towards the top side. And then yeah, Isles gets chunked out. Nice from Core. I assume, yeah, Core hit a Q. He's already doing his best to peel back. Yeah, I mean, tough scenario here. And we're just done on grubs on time. And then when we do get on grubs, like mid has prio for TL. No. Oh, wait. No, hold on. We are on grubs. Okay. Yeah, okay. I won. 2 for 1's fine. Yeah, I think it's like all fine, actually. I think Dig actually played this alright. It's not bad for TL by any means, but yeah. Just unfortunately, this happens. Pretty big trade from Yon. I believe Umpty's here. Yeah. Really, really nice that Umpty's here. Last time we see him is here. Comes along 2 control boards. And then has 6. So just really good that Umpty is able to hit this timer. Lyra's late. Lyra is playing for 6. You can see he's 5 right now and he's going to show 6. But he just needed to be here on time. And even if he wasn't, Umpty would have had the level advantage. So props to TL. I think that this is a really well-timed play. Especially post-grubs. Hitting the 1 grub was big because that did make sure that Umpty did ding 6 at the right time. Any thoughts about the current state of the game with all the objectives and feats? I really like the feats. I think that Otacon needs to be balanced, but kind of like people were frustrated with grubs early last year. It's because grubs just weren't balanced. They were too weak at the start. The fact they added that lever in the game was good for the game in the long haul. I'm hoping that's the same case with Otacon, even if I really just do not care for the GA objective. That's kind of like where I'm at right now. Oh, fuck! Fuck, I forgot about this. Go! Alright, I'm sorry. Good TP from APA. This fight's over before it starts. I mean, again, we're disconnected here, so, like, Tomo needs to get in. And the fact that, like, as Tomo decides to walk this way, because now we're not connected, and Callista just can't play. And then APA's TP is good. So, like, in a way, we can get Tomo in if this hits. But, like, Jesus Christ almighty. No bueno. Nice ult here from Yon. Really solid. And then, yeah, TL gets second grubs. They get all of them. And they get all the waves. So it's just like an Omega win for TL. That's 2K. So now the only person on the map who was set behind early, but like still kind of gets a game, he's down a level right now, is actually Surdy. It was awkward for Tomo. Has Lyra kept playing since forever ago? I'm not sure. He was not good this series. It was a tragedy whenever he was on the screen, if I'm being honest. That was one of them. We gave more tragedies continue. What role do you main, by the way? I don't really play the game much anymore. I peaked GM, Season 10, at support. I've hit D1 playing every role because I played for my college team. But right now, like, my account's, like, stuck in plat. I'm kind of a fucking noob. And I've not played a lot of games. I hit 3.5 years ago, or 3 years ago, I hit D1 playing Phil in, like, 200 games. That was the last time I played a lot. I mean, Yon finding this was a little surprising. Nice flash, though. Because I believe he... Yeah, it was auto Annie he got off. It's not bad. So it's, I mean, it's kind of worth. Good TP, though, from Surdy. This was a really good TP from Surdy. They were able to catch top wave, and, like, they need to make a play. So that really, really well done. Takes too much time to climb? Yeah, I can't afford to climb. plan to make content for 80s or bot lane? Love to hear your takes on bot lane stuff. Yeah, I'm doing a series with Razvan on my YouTube. We're calling it the Rift Repair Shop, and we're gonna go over bot and 80s at some point. We're just kind of like rating pro play and talking about like what's good, what's bad, what can be better, like how you should play stuff. So. Yeah, that's another tragedy. There it didn't have smite, I guess. I didn't catch that. It just came back up. Yeah, and like Kong being ahead is, I mean, Kong's really good when he gets ahead. Kong scales really well. We do like, it feels good to be Kong. So yeah, grub advantage. I mean, TL just forcing stuff down with Draven, really good. Coming to the point in half the map, and Dig just cannot respond in kind. They're late, and Impact is getting everything, whereas TL's zoning Dig off bot, so it's bad. Nice look here from APA. Again, TL has really good wave prio. And yeah, TL, I mean, pretty much just trading APA flash for 2 flashes, that's fine. Sedge ults are unfortunate indeed. Yeah. Surrey does lose his flash, but still, they get APA, who's played one wave too many. I know he's taking like that locks APA from. He's got to figure out like which way he goes, but yeah, Surrey probably should not have recalled there. He needs to, like, he does want to bait or like needs to bait, but I think he's like was trying to keep vision or at least maintain vision of APA. Regardless, they do make a play again. So like both plays that Dig have made have been around 30, which is good. So they do drop Drake, but again, they're behind. At least they get something. And then, yeah, really nice trap here from TL. Just playing the wrong side of the map here. Dig do not have access to this side of the map. Yeah, they have to fix both side waves and mids under siege as well. And Herald's coming in. It's like TL, I mean, just winning everywhere. And they're actually able to keep Umti up from this, which is kind of crazy. But still, again, they're winning everywhere, and Surdy does have TP. I guess he doesn't send it. If Surdy TP's here, it's decent. I just don't know if they like, want to fight on this timer or not. Which is probably why he doesn't. I think the answer is no. Like, Kasante's 2 items. AP actually has a blue pot, which is crazy. I've been seeing some early blue pots, man. You have like Zyra first basing blue pot now. It's just ballistic. Back to old school league. That's a lot. Mikhail's heal all came through. All right, well, save Operation Umpty was good. I think he gets bailed out either way. This was nice. And this is definitely an Umpty, right? Like, he could have flashed at some point, too. Like, if he flashes out of that, he does live. Or moved a little bit better out of this, he does live. Because, yeah, I think that click up, not necessary. Maybe keeps him on Equalizer just 1 second longer. No, he's trying to get around Sen Alt, but if he gets off that, probably lives. Surdy does go down for this. But 1 for 1 at this point of the game, you will kind of take it. If you're as far behind as Dig is, like, I mean, is what it is. They got some tools out. Core Flash is big. They can punish that, you know? I mean, Isles getting caught like this is pretty tough. But the flash is at least good. Like, again, like for Dig, this start of the fight's not too promising. It's just that this TP from Surdy, like him getting out and then APA being here is really awkward. I think that's where this fight goes. Matt, that, and then also this is a really, really good ult from Surdy. It's chained with the root of Senna. So, like, he's going to guarantee get some value on people that are flashless, and it's really high value here. Opens up things for a little bit as well. Just that the start of the fight for Dig's bot lane was not good enough. And APA, really, really nice flash there to get to. APA did have a nice fight in the back half. He was in an awkward spot, and I actually ended up responding to it decently well. Uncomfy game for a Callista pick. I still think, like, I don't think it's an easy game to play Callista in. I think there are a lot of things that, like, she has a tough time dealing with, but I still thought the draft from Dig, like, was cohesive enough where it was fine. Anyway, Otacon snagged by TL, but don't worry, they're going to make Otacon look balanced here in a sec. Even this, I really like how Surdy didn't flash. Like, I think just him understanding his build, we're tanking off, and TL end up like way overcommitting for this. I thought Surdy's ult and the way he played this one out was really good. And APA got stymied. So Otacon went a little bit hard here as TL. APA definitely got a little bit bored there. Then again, like, they're down numbers. Umti can't respond on this wave, so love the call here from Dig. Like, they're just taking the 5v4. Umti can't TP, APA could, so numbers disadvantage, and Candy plays this one pretty good. Actually, a really nice fight on the Yone. That flash from Yon was a decent attempt, but it's really hard to flash that. That's like one of the more difficult flashes in League to pull off, like getting under Yone like that. This was well done by Dig. This is just the right call. So, yeah, TL definitely overplayed their hand. Can we get in here? Like, this hurts. That's really nice from APA defending vision like that, but I feel like the answer for Dig is that we just have to play through this bot wave. So, like, I think my solution is that Yone's bot right now. Like, if Yone goes bot and fixes this, like, we can catch mid low. So, like, by where they have that ward, like here. And then we can play through this to get access to the Drake. Because Surdy has TP, so we can join wherever we're at. I think Dig trying to play through mid was the oops. Because they just don't have the wave clear for this. Like, we're playing Yone, we have to play through the side. Like, Azir's not even... Azir and Cassante are not here. Like, by playing that pocket and not giving it, or, like, catching it low, and then refusing to play through the river, we just get stuck against Azir. APA is doing a nice job of holding this, but I just don't think it's the right approach for Dig. I think they have to play through bot. Yeah, I thought this ult could have been a wee bit better from Surdy, but like at least it does hit the Draven. I just thought that we could have angled it like this. He is flashless, so... And it like at least they create the trap where he is... Like, they're getting Draven on the equalizer. Then... Yeah, Surdy plays us out nice. What conditions make the Kalista pick good? If you can auto in fights, pretty much. Or like if you have like a winning lane. Against Azir, Wukong, Cassante, Draven, Renata, it's pretty tough to auto in fights. So it's about like, do you enable your support? Like, do you open up your support pick more? Senna can be a really impressive support. Like, I mean, what Senna's bringing to the table now is actually like really significant. Like this, I mean, this champ does scale crazy well. So yeah. Like you can do a lot with the range here that Senna has. I like that graphic a lot for Surdy, actually. I appreciate the fact they're like honoring his accomplishments. And she's really OP. She was first pick, so you don't have any control if you first pick it, right? She is really strong right now. Like LPLs and LCK both think that like she is a must pick. All right. I talked about this play with someone else like quite a bit. I mean, this is nice that Surdy saw this. We think that the issue with the play, I mean, first off, the R wasn't dropped well. The issue is that for me, trading out yourself for Smite, it does create a play pattern where like the other team in theory can't start Baron, but the rest of Dignitas are so far behind this game that you actually traded yourself out for like one of the more like less valuable members in TL, even if that is the person that has Smite before Baron. Because what happens with this play pattern is that Dig just cannot walk in. Like this map, yeah, we drop Azir turret, we can't walk in, and this is like free Baron now. And Candy like fucks off. And then we realize our mistake, and we play for it late, and then we die, and then like this, like everything just becomes a disaster after this. It's actually a really nice ult from, or a good shrine the ult from Nero. I guess APA got around it. Nice body block from Core. And then the TP from Candy, Yone is bad. Like it needs, like that needs to be on mid wave because like the rest of the fight we're playing away from this, so we can't help. And honestly, I mean, we probably should just play for bot here anyway. So this ends up being really bad. So yeah, I mean, like the Surdy play, I don't think it's like super egregious from Surdy. It's definitely, I don't think that trade's great for Surdy. Surdy can make that trade, right? But like his team couldn't support him, and it just ended up ending the game. I don't think that's all Surdy's fault for sure, but I don't think that trading himself for Wukong is worth it in that scenario. So yeah, anyway. All right, last game. Game 2. Aurora first pick here. Gonna pair that up with the Nocturne. It is Corki Panth. We expect this to be Pantheon jungle. Based on all the Panth jungle that we've seen in LPL, that said, it ends up being something different. As Nocturne gets locked in. Nocturne, pretty good matchup with the Panth jungle. The Spell Shield helps a lot. And Pantheon, like, always plays in the range where he's gonna get feared. And so if like you're able to auto through that, you just kind of win. Because your CC can connect and you can Spell Shield his W. Ezreal into this, so we have the Triforce Handshake. If it is Corki bot, so it's going to be Corki, which it is. And then Talia picked up into Aurora, which is not a bad matchup. This has not been used as much like the Orianas, but you can play this one too. You kind of match push and have more map pressure, arguably. I really love this draft from TL in the end with the flex, because if you're a Talia and you're spawning into a game with Renekton, Vi, and Pantheon, like, Talia Pantheon was a combo so good that this shit was played bot lane. Talia Renekton is a combo so good that this is like a top jungle duo. Talia Vi is the most common duo out of all these that we see, like, mid jungle. This is amazing setup for a Talia. And you're going into a game where it's like pretty squishy comp. Talia loves this kind of game. I really like this. This is a sick draft for Talia. It really is. She loves the setup that she gets in this. And yes, Talia Orianna is not the easiest lane for Talia, but you have to make plays on the Orianna. And this duo is faster. You can do much more pre-6 with this duo than Orianna Nocturne can. So it's about playing a little bit faster through mid and going from there. Yeah, this was a really, really good draft. Like, Talia just loves her life in this draft. One of the best drafts I've seen for Talia, quite frankly. Your Renekton's a strong focus soul laner you get to play through. Your Corki Path lane's good. And the fact that Pantheon goes Heartsteel this game, I think, is really, really, really smart. Because the, like, damage that Dig has, it's a lot of, like, inanimate damage over time, right? Like, you're taking spells from top mid, and you're taking spells from Ezreal. So it's not like we have the hard auto attack. Like, you're going to get melted down. So getting Pantheon a little bit tanky will actually buy you the time and space to get a lot more abilities off, which is what makes Pantheon OP. So I thought that it was a really smart build from CoreJJ2. So a lot of good things going on for TL with the setup they had for this game. Bot lane going to win early. Panth actually really, really, really strong early game. Not as strong. I mean, there's no D-Boy. It's not like it's that strong, but if you've played against Panth top, like, I mean, you probably know what this pick can do. It's pretty nasty. This is a meme graphic. Love it. So I saw someone bitching about this on Twitter or something, which I found hilarious. Like, we need to put some expect on impact's name. Like, that's supposed to be taken seriously, you know? Yeah, Isles burned his W, like, when he didn't really have to. Again, it's proactive, not reactive. Because the core drops the stun after the Eclipse is up, and they actually trade some damage back. And then Umti misses, which is expensive. Yeah, the miss Q was expensive. If you miss the Q on Vi, you're going to be in trouble. So, nice from Dig. They get a win for Thera. Yeah, TL did cook this draft for sure. I do like this draft a lot. I did tweet about it. Good impact. Good reaction from Impact. Still should have went down, but had enough HP. Or could have went down. He ate the ability is what I meant. Yeah. Surdy is out of mana, so that means that he's got to be a little bit careful here. Yeah, I like the fact Surdy stepped down there. Now APA, really good flick back on Orianna. Well done by APA. APA, very, very, very good Talia player. Always been that way. And now we're going to start to see the Talia trap start. As in, the Talia combos are coming. You can see how strong this lane is. Like, they can just step up and pepper. Not scared of the Leona Ezreal at all. Alright, Grub's being taken. Good buffer to get Isles to take a big chunk. Lyra is down here. Isles is baiting. But Korg ends up getting the kill. So, like, the 1-for-1's fine. Yawn wasn't pushed out at all. So, it's really pretty null. Because Grubs got taken, so it's a win. And Dragon got delayed, so it's a win. And because Dragon got delayed, now we get the contest. So, like, I mean, again, I think that if you're the losing teams this week, I think the biggest issue I saw, like, common across all games, just some objectives were being taken when they should not have been started at all. Like, when we can and when we will start objectives, you know? It's an issue. Yeah, I mean, even that, just like getting a flash, you know? Really nice use of vision from APA. Dig's bot lane just getting peppered. You cannot fight the Panth or the Corki. They just walk up and slap you in the face. Like, they have leads now, so... Yeah, and again, if you show in this lane with no flash, they pretty much have to swap lanes just because Flash's Ori is dead. It's like, Surdy's got to come down and catch this because he's the only one that can kind of deal with this combo if it does come out. Was really surprised to see Surdy in his debut play Rumble Aurora. I would have never had that on my bingo card. Definitely not two champs that I know Surdy for, but his Rumble has gotten a lot better over, like, especially this past year. He put a lot of time into that champ, so that is good. And so far, trades are good. So, yeah, Dig just went out. Dig are strong at this point of the game. I know we talked about, like, the Talia flicks, but they are here first, and the Talia flick was flashed out of, and the setup... You know, it was Dig's fight, not TL's, so a good start at the fight for Dig, and nice play. I'm going to review other regions. We'll see. I'm fully committed to NA. I'm doing LPL on the unofficial English broadcast. No flash on Ori, so she does. So, like, a chance to go over there is those games, but I have other commitments right now that need my time and attention. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I mean, again, like, the onus here, so, like, we have an idea that this might be a play. Core hides himself, they play the wave, and, yeah. Like, again, no flash on the Ori, so this is just, it's free. And you can see, like, APA was, like, chain CC just doesn't matter. The fact that we're here first in the play and punishing the Ori who was flashless, you can see it just came off cooldown in the gray screen. So they're pulling this off, like, one wave before the... It was, like, the last wave they can make this play, and they hit it really well done by TL. From what it sounds like, I think there is on the entire time, at least for split one. Yeah, and then Surdy gets found. Once he hits the Q, it's really hard. I mean, he played that one about as well as he could. He's got impact flash, but yeah, I mean, not moving the fucking Renekton now. Tomo taking that in was, you know, he can do it, but doesn't get anything for it. He's in worse conditions mid now. All right, so, I mean, TL are just starting to win their sides, and they're going to just keep on winning their sides harder. Like, the way that this comp can play off each other is really good. Also, love the fact we have Sojin first Renekton here. Like, there's a ton of setup this game, so he has to play more so for damage. And having more abilities, it means more stuns and more chances to set up Talia too. Shojin interacts really well with Renekton and his kit. He is a brawler caster, you know. So for me, this is an item that usually we see it built later, just because like Shojin scales off your abilities. So like it's nice to have other items like different passives on it, right? Early on, like usually we see it third or fourth, because like then you can put all the extra like AD ratios and stuff you get behind it, like for the Shojin. But seeing it rushed here, I actually quite liked. And then again, Canny, like we just see him in a side, just go attack. And TL just sends the boys, and then he's dead. It's like, yeah, this TP from Surdy was troll, but again, I really like this TL draft. I think that, and the fact that like kept on punishing the Ori, because I talked about in the VoD review of the 100 Thieves DSG game and game 2, it's really tough for Nocturne Ori as a comp to attack the Aurora and attack the Akali side lanes, because they're slippery, right? Aurora was just attacked like in the side lane, but that TP like was obviously to the death. We're focusing on the Ori. It's easier to play through the Ori and into the Ori if you're TL. So I do like that from these combos. Anyway. I mean, even here, Core just gets the party started. And like, APA flashes out of that, like gets stunned up. but has Seraph, so lives. And then we're completely split as Dig in this fight. And I love how Impact plays this, just stand up, and this game's really fucking over. I didn't really like this draft from TL. They blew the map up really quickly. Again, Talia just gets to play off of everyone in this draft. It's pretty awesome. It's a really unique use of flex, and honestly, Fearless format. I really think in Fearless, sometimes it's just good to have a comp with an identity. A lot of times we see that picked around a few champions. Like, for example, like Ori Nocturne is a core. Or just playing with... There's a good hunt on the APA, by the way. Again, he was sumless, and they just took dragons, so they reset the map, so they are catching APA in a way that he shouldn't be on, which is good. Like Viego comps, right? Or Kindred comps. Kindred can be really good later on in games. Or just Jinx comps, right? This takes more pieces, but like taking a earlier piece in terms of the Pantheon and being able to be flexible with that, and then pairing it up with the Talia, which she took on 3, and like finding a really good picks to pair up into that later on, just really, really strong. Your comp has an identity. And it is a strong identity, and sometimes if Fearless, like, it's just more important. Game 2 comps look like Game 1 comps outside of the path. I could see them running this, yeah. I mean, I think right now, like, the Fearless meta, it just kind of depends on what kind of ADs you're willing to give up and give away and ban out. It's like, if you're willing to handshake Ash Ferris, like, that warps the first draft because they're going to be taken so early. If you're going to leave up Rumble, like, that's going to warp the first draft because, like, Rumble's probably going to be B1, you know? He purposely pigeonholed them last year. They're cooking this year. Well, yeah, he pigeonholes them because they have to be able to execute and play as fast as they do. That's like my whole logic around LPL and why they look worse with Fearless, or like looked really bad last summer, because you get less reps on what you are picking. There's more variance, right? Like, that's going to happen. But again, like, even with that, I mean, Talia can play off every one of the comp. Like, that makes things easy, right? We have so many point and clicks that Talia can play off of and play for. It's really good. Really like that ult, actually, from APA. And again, like, this is 5v4, and they're winning. Yeah, like, we straight up just won a 5v4. Like, even numbers, but again, like, if that's the case, you're winning. Like, extra wave got in for Yawn. I don't have a lot to say about this fight. I mean, I think that if a fight goes like this at this point for Dig, and it's those numbers, it's GG'd. I think Impact played a little bit too fast. If he plays it slower, it's better. And no dominance does hurt Renekton a lot, especially with this build. Because you scale, like, you want to get second rotation of abilities off. Dominance gives you some of the tankiness in order to do that. And empowers your abilities too, which are lower cooldown. Fury. Poor Tomo, man. I mean, really, really nice wall from APA. But yeah, I mean, again, everything just sent on Tomo, and he's just like, good luck, Chuck, you know? So already taking this over was a bit of an oops, but he can't go anywhere. Like, he eat into it, so oops. And again, like, where TL takes the fight, like, look at how split Dig are. And Lyra and Kine, wrong side of the fight. Like, how many fights have we seen between, like, these two series where the engage that TL or Hunter took just completely split the enemy for the fight? Like, it was unplayable afterwards, you know? Like, again, like, you're, like, fight split, like, first guy goes down, 2-2 split for the rest of it, you know? Like, you're in big trouble. So, I think objective setups and when to take objectives, definitely things that the lower tier teams should be looking at in lower bracket to improve on. I think if they get those things right, be a big difference in helping them win whatever series they have next. Regardless of matchup, just because that was really bad in the week 1. Oh, I didn't see that. I mean, again, Otacon, like pressure bot, just death push it, and then if they go find you, like just go hit the Baron. We've seen this a couple times, like, and again, like they can't finish the play. Impact has TP, so I mean he can play up and play to harass. He's gonna play to stop Ori from getting in. Like, seeing this play pattern, we're not even gonna stick the Baron as TL. Just gonna go get the complete fight split and take the kills. I mean, like we kind of troll with Otacon anyway as TL. Like I feel like this is really slow from them. Yeah, I mean, but never mind. It's not troll. It's fun. Game 1 was the troll. Ended up being fun. All right. Chasing Heartsteel procs. That's my goat. It was good this game. I was a fan. And then Cleaver next to get the shred. And Cleaver was skipped by Croc and Vice. Then you get 2 Sterax. And your Pantheon's tanky with Heartsteel. Like, it's actually fucking good. I actually really like this. Yeah, I mean... Poor Surdy. Posterized by Core JJ. GG's. All right, folks, that's it for VoD review. Good job, TL. Good job, all the favorites. They all 2-0'd as week 1 of LTAN felt like F1, you know, season. Just kind of how it was. Paddock was about placed as expected. Anyway, thanks so much for tuning in to the VoD reviews, guys. This will be up on my YouTube. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me everywhere at CubbyXX. Follow Kangas. I know he wasn't on for this one, but he was on earlier. I'll link his stuff below. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys later. See you guys for the next one. Peace.